Hello everyone, welcome to the class. In this class, I am going to take the questions of simple interest and compound interest asked in the CAT 2021 from all the sets. So let's start with the question number 1. Anil invests some money at a fixed rate of interest, compounded annually. If the interest accrued during the second and third year are rupees 806.25 and rupees 866.72 respectively, the interest accrued in INR during the fourth year is nearest to. So in the second year and in the third year, the compound interest is given as 806.25 and 866.72, and we have to find the compound interest in the fourth year, right? So basically, first thing that you need to understand is that the difference between these two. So if you subtract this interest from the third one, we will get, that means 866.72 minus 806.25. so that is basically 60.47. so this much difference has been created because of this interest, right? So with the help of this, we can calculate the rate of interest. So what I write here, 60.47, this interest has been accumulated because of this 806.25. So I write here, this is 806.25 multiplied by rate of interest multiplied by 1 year divided by 100. So this will give me the rate of interest, right? Why I am doing this? Because the difference between simple interest and compound interest is that the interest that has been accumulated in a particular year is also added in the principal, and from there you can calculate just as simple interest, and the same I have been doing here as well, right? So with the help of this, the rate of interest is calculated as 7.5%. so now we know the rate of interest, so we can calculate the interest for fourth year. Okay, so the interest for the fourth year is compound interest for fourth year is this 866.72 plus the interest that will be accumulated because of this value, So again I will do the same, that means 866.72 multiplied by 7.5 by 100, because the rate of interest is 7.5%. so that will give me 931.72. there is a little bit calculation here that you have to do, otherwise this question is very simple. So we got the answer 931.72. so option 3 is correct. Let's take the next question. Raj invested rupees 10,000 in a fund. At the end of first year, he incurred a loss, but his balance was more than 5,000. This balance, when invested for another year, grew, and percentage of growth in the second year was 5 times the percentage of loss in the first year. If the gain of Raj from the initial investment over the 2-year period is 35%, then the percentage of loss in the first year is. Okay, so Raj invested 10,000 and in the first year there is a loss. We do not know the percentage, but let's assume at X% loss, and then he has the money is less than 10,000 but more than 5,000. Okay, but then he gain and the gain is 5x% in the second year, right? And now what is given, that if the gain from Raj from the initial investment over the 2-year period is 35%, So when there is a 35% gain from the initial investment, so we can directly write this with the multiplication of 1.35, 35% gain, that is 135,000. Oh, sorry, 13,500, right? So initial amount was 10,000 and after 2 years it has become 13500. So with the help of that we can find out what is x. So what we do here, that if I write 10,000 and x percent loss, what is left is 1 minus x by 100, right? So this is the amount in the first year, and this amount is giving 5x% gain in the second year. So for that I will again multiply this with 1 plus 5x by 100. Okay, so this will be the amount after second year, which is given as 13500. Okay, so let's do the calculation, and that will give 10,000. These 20 will cancel out, so I will get here 100 and multiplied by this is 100 and 100 minus x, and this will give me again 100, and this will give me 100 plus 5x, and which is equal to 135. So this 100 and 100 will cancel out. So what you get here, 100 minus x multiplied by 100 plus 5x, so that is equal to 13500, because this 135 is to be multiplied with 100, right? So we get here. Now look at the options. So if we keep on putting the value from the option, then you see that only this option 10 will satisfy, because 100 minus 10 is 90 and 100 plus 5 into 10 is 150. See, that will only give you 13500. So option 4 is correct. Or if you can do it from here itself, that when you get this particular thing, that if you put this value here 10, that from 10,000 10% decrease will give you 9,000. So that is basically 9,000, right? 9,000, and from 9,000 50% increase. So 9,000 plus 4,500 is 13500. So either way option 4 is correct. Let's take the next question. Bank A offers a 6% interest rate per annum compounded half yearly. Bank B and Bank C offer simple interest, but the annual interest rate offered by Bank C is twice that of Bank B. Raju invests a certain amount in Bank B for a certain period, and Rupa invests rupees 10,000 in Bank C for twice that period. The interest that would accrue to Raju during that period is equal to the interest that would have accrued had he invested the same amount in Bank A for 1 year. The interest accrued in INR to Rupa is. So here there are three banks, A, B and C. B and C giving simple interest, but Bank A is giving compound interest. Okay, and that is basically 6% compounded half yearly for Bank A. Okay, and if the rate of interest for Bank B is R, so C is having twice the interest rate, that is 2R. Okay, and Raju invests here in Bank B. Okay, so suppose he invests 100x money for t time, we do not know the time, but it is given in the question that had he invested the money in Bank A, he would have got the same interest in 1 year what he is getting in Bank B. Okay, so let's calculate the interest accrued to Raju from Bank A. So Bank A is giving 6% half yearly, 6% interest rate per annum compounded half yearly, right? So basically for 100x money, 100x principal, he is getting in the both the half year 3x and 3x as simple interest, but because of compound interest he will get interest on this 3x as well. So in addition to that he will get 3x multiplied by 3 by 100, that is 0.09, right, because this interest 3x will also give interest in the future, that means in the second half. So total interest accrued from bank A is 9x, rather 9x plus 0.09, so 9x or rather 6x, 3 plus 3, 6x plus 0.09x, so that will give 6.09x. so this much is the interest accrued in bank A, right? So now with the help of that we can calculate here this particular rate of interest or time. Let's do that. So 6.09, I am writing 6.09x is equal to, because this bank is giving simple interest, is equal to principal, which is 100x multiplied by r multiplied by t divided by 100. Okay, so basically this x will cancel out, this 100 will also cancel out. So what we get here, that r multiplied by t is equal to 6.09. Now in the question we have to find out the interest accrued to Rupa, right? So simple interest accrued to Rupa from bank C, that will be principal, which is 10,000 multiplied by rate of interest here 2r, and time is also twice the time. Let's look at 10,000 in bank C for twice that period. So 2r multiplied by 2t and divide this by 100. So we already have r into t as 6.09. So we can put that value here. So we will get 10,000 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 6.09 and divided by 100. So this calculation, this will cancel out, and this calculation will give you 2436. Okay, so 2436 is the simple interest for Rupa, and option 2 is correct. So here I have solved all the questions of simple interest and compound interest from CAT 2021. Subscribe to the channel for more aptitude questions.